main furnace exhaust removed since I won't need that anymore, and I'd like to plug that hole tonight. I was able to match the shingles exactly at Home Depot, but before I can plug that hole, I need to sister a joist adjacent to the one that you see right by the hole. In fact, I'll need to do that 4 times, and the locations you'll know I need to do it are on the outside edge of both of these locations that have an X. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Basically, those are the reinforcements for the skylights, but it'll work out nicely because it'll go basically right over that hole, which will provide a little bit of support that I can tuck some 1x into and put some plywood down as well, and then put shingles on. So I'm gonna get masked up and cut some 2x6s and get them sistered. I'm calling it a night. It's Wednesday. Tomorrow my buddies Tyler and Amanda are coming over to help me out. So I kind of spent the day just getting clean, organized, and ready for them to help me tomorrow. So I'll show you what I did tonight. Starting with the basement, I got some wood organized. That's my pressure treated lumber. Got floor jack just organized. Got my waste bins organized. These just need to go up. They're the king studs for that boom. Got another floor brace. Cleaned the toilet. Filled the tank with water so it's ready for guests. Just swept the floor, if you can see. Looks a little bit nicer. Got my buckets of clean water. That's for flushing the toilet. Got all my cleaning tools just kind of organized. Got my downstairs tools, kind of the concrete tools and stuff, organized. Going upstairs, this is the biggest change. I've got all my dimensional lumber organized in this back bedroom since I won't be, this bedroom is basically done for now. So everything's organized there. This other bedroom I've got staged so it can be a debris dumping ground. Over here, I'd hoped to get these roof joists sistered tonight, but I wasn't able to because I'm gonna have to temporarily take out these purlins and support them. So I'll do that tomorrow. And I think I mentioned I got some shingles to cover that hole. That'll be good. This room's kind of clean now, which is good because I can frame that wall next. But what I'm gonna have Tyler and Amanda do tomorrow is rip out the plywood here. I did some tests, it ripped out real nice and clean. I was worried that this hardy backer was gonna have too many screws potentially going into the floor joist, but these screws barely poke beyond the plywood here. So it comes out pretty nice and easy. So I'm gonna have them rip all this out just so they get to do some demo. This is some of the only demo left on the whole house, really. While I re-support those purlins and all those, and then I'll have people to help hold joists while we get things put into place. And you can see those X's are where the skylights are gonna go. And that hole is the hole I need to fill. Last but not least, kind of cleaned out here. I haven't showed you guys these yet, but I've got a little garden going. My tomatoes aren't looking great, but they're just waiting for warmer weather. My cucumbers and squash are ready to go in the ground. And last but not least, I organized the garage a bit when I mowed tonight. See you tomorrow. Starting to work on sistering these joists tonight. I've got one in, but unfortunately I had to cut through this purlin. I've re-supported it, and I'm going to do the same thing on the other side, and then I'm going to replace the purlin behind the purlin and support that. So yeah, it's going to be a lot of temporary stuff, but these sister joists need to go in really before anything else. So gonna get this next one sistered and then move on to these two. Good evening. It's Friday, May 14th, and I'm calling it a night. I've got one more of these sistered ceiling joists in tonight. I have one left, and you can see it kind of looks like a mess up here, and it kind of is. I've got temporarily purlin braces all over the place, and I even had to cut the purlin in a couple of places. That's why I've got so many braces. I want the ceiling to be nice and supported. So tomorrow I'm gonna put up the wall, and then the wall that goes to the ceiling to kind of carry this load. But just wanted to show you how complicated this is turning out to be. See you tomorrow. This is the hardest part, trying to get nice straight boards that are 16 foot. Not much to say for tonight other than I got the fourth and final joist sistered. So that's all for today. I'm gonna come back tomorrow and do who knows what. See you then. Now for the fun part of the project. As you can see, I've got the service entrance cable, and because of my old electricity, I can't actually shut this part off. But the main breaker is off and everything else is off. So I still do want to be very careful. There's 100 amps coming through that service entrance cable. What I'm gonna do though is just repurpose one of these 30 amp circuits that isn't in use. And I like this one here. The breaker is fine and these cables are fine. None of these 240 volt circuits are in use right now, but this is just temporary so I can use my table saw during construction. I'm going to poke a hole right up there, run my cable in, get it wired up, and then put this cover back on because I want to get this covered up as soon as I can. raise the blade and make some cuts. Cuts are incredible. Very straight. Cool. That's good enough for tonight. I'll be back tomorrow with my scheduled 40 steel post. Install that in the basement, and I can really get going on the stair project at that point. See you tomorrow. Today I went up to Fort Lupton and got my Schedule 40 pipe. I had to buy 12 feet of it and it ran me $162 with tax. I had them cut it down to 83 3/4 inches, and that sucker is insanely heavy compared to the little tiger post that I have. So that's what my plans call for. I can see why. It's, I think, can support like 56,000 pounds. Way more than what I'll need, but got it. And tonight I will put it in, or tomorrow.